I sure did not notice that. My eyes the whole time were on Ralph, so I didn't take much notice of the area around him. Hey lovelies, welcome back to my channel, Cruelty-Free Models, a place to discover the industry's top cruelty-free and eco-conscious models, makeup artists, and other industry professionals. I'll also be talking about all things cruelty-free, and as always, have a little fun. So today I'm going to be doing kind of a continuation of the Save Ralph video. And it's funny because, you know, when I did my reaction video, that was really the first time I watched it. But since then, I've watched it probably three to four more times since then. And I noticed so many things that I didn't notice before, and which made it even more sad. But I thought maybe since I missed these things, maybe you guys missed them too. You may have seen them, but I definitely missed these things. So I wanted to share with you some of the stuff I noticed that I didn't notice in the previous reaction video. And some of them were pretty obvious and I'm just retarded. But others were kind of, you know, snuck in there, so you may not have noticed them. So yeah, let's look at these little Easter eggs and things you might have missed in the Save Ralph short film. Okay, so one of the first things I noticed that I didn't notice before, and this isn't anything that's of great importance or anything, but it was something I noticed and it was kind of cute. If you look on the side table next to Ralph on the, well, it would be our right hand side, next to the cup there's a little book, and I'm pretty sure it says 100 carrot recipes, which I thought was so cute. But yeah, I did notice that. And also all the way on the wall to the far left, is you can kind of see the photos, family photos on the side there on the far left. So yeah. All right, so the next thing I noticed is while he's in the bathroom brushing his teeth, and you've probably seen this and I just didn't, there is a cup on the, you know, stand of the mirror that says World's Best Dad. And it's got what looks like to me, 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5 toothbrushes. So that could signify that he had 4 to 5 kids, which is super sad because when he is in the next clip, which is at the kitchen table, he talks about how his mom, his dad, his brothers and sisters, and all his kids were testers, and they all died.
I'm a tester. My daddy was a tester, my mum, my brothers, my sisters, my kids, all testers, and they all died doing their job. Like I will.
So that was super sad to me, and I didn't notice that World's Best Dad cup in my reaction video. So another little thing that I noticed in the bathroom is when Ralph talks about, when he says the reference to that there's never been a rabbit that's went to space. And if you notice, he kind of looks off as if he was going into a slight daydream.
They're far superior to us animals. They've even been to space. Have you ever seen a rabbit in a rocket ship? I don't think so.
And I obviously heard him say that, but I didn't notice the rocket ship picture in the bathroom hanging on the tiled wall. And so I gather from that that's kind of something that he's dreamed about, like he's thought about a lot of times, and it's kind of a dream of his to go to space. And it's just kind of heartbreaking that he's got these dreams, but he knows that they're not ever going to happen. You also see the cactus sitting on the toilet, which for me, it seems as if to symbolize just some sort of connection to the outside world, like some sort of connection to nature. So another thing you may or may not have picked up when he is sitting at the table eating his breakfast is even more family photos hanging on the walls. And the one that really stands out here is the one that I believe is his mother, his father, and him as a baby. It's just sad because he's so little and innocent, and he doesn't know what's ahead, you know, what's in store for him as a tester bunny. You know, it's just kind of heartbreaking. And also the clock over on the wall, kind of sort of behind the cereal box, but kind of peering out there. It seems as though the time when he's eating breakfast is about 7 o'clock, a little after 7. So you want to take note of that, because at the very end of the video, when he comes out after being tested on, there's another clock that is shown, and it looks like it says it's about 11. So that's 7, 8, 9. That's 4 hours later, you guys. 4 hours later. So yes, that's another thing I picked up after watching it several times. Let me know in the comments if that's something you had noticed before. Okay, the saddest thing that I noticed after watching Save Ralph again that I didn't notice before is right here when he says, it makes us rabbits happy. I did not notice the teardrop, the teardrop that kind of rolled out of his eye and soaked into his fur. Oh my gosh.
It makes us rabbits happy. Yeah.
Yeah, so I didn't notice the teardrop, which really got to me. That really got me. Okay, right before the hand comes down into the roof and snatches poor Ralph away, if you look above the television, there's a photo. There's not a photo, but a picture, and it's kind of something that we all kind of maybe have in our living rooms or bedrooms, and it's just a photo of nature. And again, it's just one of those things that kind of, I feel, connects him to the outside world. Something he can escape, kind of his escape, if he's able to look at it and just dream about what it might be like living out there. So that's something else I noticed. And also there's a picture of Ralph as a young bunny in a baseball outfit, which is really sweet. Now, I am assuming that's Ralph because the bunny is also white, but I could be wrong. It could be a relative, because I would assume that Ralph has been a tester bunny his whole life. So let me know if you think that's Ralph or if that's someone else. I don't know. All right, so we are going to skip into the scene with the other rabbits. So it appears here that all the other rabbits next to Ralph in the restraining devices, they seem to not have been tested on yet. So I don't see any wounds, any scarring or anything like that. Nothing, no trauma to their eyes or ears. So I'm sure they've seen things happening to the other rabbits, but it appears that these rabbits next to Ralph are newbies. So they're definitely in for some not so good times. And it's just so sad that they're literally begging Ralph to help, and there's really nothing Ralph can do here. All right, so we're going to skip ahead again to when Ralph comes out of the testing area and into the locker room. So again, you can see the clock on the wall that appears to show an 11 o'clock time. So Ralph's been in this situation in the testing room for 4 hours. Another thing that I did not notice, which might be one of the most important things to take note of, is the lockers, the side and the front of the lockers. It's just littered with names, just so many names. Some of them, a lot of them crossed off. A lot of them have died. And yeah, did you guys notice that at first? I sure did not notice that. My eyes the whole time were on Ralph, so I didn't take much notice of the area around him. So when Ralph first comes out, it's very clear that because of what they did to what was left of his good eye, he is now blind. He's blind in both eyes because he doesn't even know where the camera is, which is why he was facing backwards at first. But it also shows the injury to his spine that he talked about earlier in the film. So the other thing I noticed when Ralph came out was the collar around his neck. And while I did notice it in the reaction video, I didn't really put much thought into it. But now I realize that this symbolizes the struggle that he had during that testing time because of the restraint device around his neck. And clearly he put up a fight for him to need the neck brace. So I thought that was really sad as well. I mean, the whole film is sad, so sorry that I keep saying that. So yeah. So after he says the line about being, you know, like a normal rabbit, being in the field like a normal rabbit, I didn't notice right after that, he kind of, I don't know what you would call it, I would say he gulped. So I feel like just saying those words, normal rabbit, it kind of just, it literally was about to, he was about to break down, you guys. He was about to break down, but he held it in and he had to take a moment just to gulp it down. And that just breaks my heart so much.
I'd be out of a job. I'd be on the streets. Well, not the streets, more like a field, I guess. You know, like a normal rabbit. But hey.
And then lastly, the thing that I realized at the very end is both of his eyes are now pretty much gone. One of his ears, he's already deaf in. It's pretty screwed up. His other ear, not as bad as you know, the screwed up one, but I did notice scarring on the other one. So this tells me that Ralph is towards end of life as far as testing goes, as far as testing is concerned. And after that, they usually throw them out like trash. They're no longer of any worth to the testing facility, and they don't usually send these animals to rescue. A lot of them don't. Some do after a lot of fighting with animal advocacy groups, but a lot of them, they just throw them out like trash. They put them down, they throw them out, they're no longer of service. That's all they were for, and they don't care, they don't care. So that really hit me hard, knowing that Ralph is at the end of his life, which at the same time makes me horribly sad, but also it could be a blessing in disguise because he will no longer have to suffer and he will be with his family again. So yeah, let me know what you guys think. What other things did I miss that you noticed? And yeah, that is all the things that I noticed in Save Ralph after my initial reaction video. So Really quick, you guys, if you guys have been impacted by the Save Ralph short film in any way, and you'd be interested in signing a pledge, just a commitment to shop cruelty-free, or at least do your best to shop cruelty-free and support the global ban on animal testing, I'm going to leave a link to my website below, which will take you to the pledge by Humane Society International, who produced the film, and you can sign that pledge and share it if you feel, you know, compelled to. So yeah, thank you guys for watching again. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope I pointed out some stuff that you may not have realized or noticed. And yeah, be sure to subscribe, like this video, share it, and leave me a comment in the comment section and let me know what I missed or what things I pointed out that you missed. So yeah, thank you guys again. I'll see you next time.